Hey folks, welcome back to the channel, where today we will discuss the best gaming motherboards on the market. Without further ado, let's get started. Oh, by the way, links to all the featured products are given in the description below. Asus's TUF Gaming line provides you bang for your buck, and you can't worry when you've just plunked down some money on a 10th gen Intel Core processor. The Asus TUF Gaming Z490-Plus will allow you to make the most of that chip, with few trade-offs. You'll get lots of room for high-speed memory, and even dual PCIe 3.0x16 slots. 3 extra PCIe 3.0x1 slots will allow you to connect an assortment of add-in cards, and 2 M.2 slots give up a room for fast NVMe SSDs. You'll also get support for USB 3.2 Gen 2 ports and Thunderbolt so that you can connect high-speed peripherals. Masterminded with military-grade components, an upgraded 12+2 power solution, and complete cooling options, this motherboard produces solid performance. This motherboard will fit in ATX-sized cases, supports the LGA 1200 socket, the Intel Z490 chipset, and is harmonious with Windows 10 64-bit. For producing sharp, clear graphics, this motherboard has DisplayPort 1.4 and HDMI 1.4b outputs. For users in search to take benefit of multiple GPUs, the TUF Gaming Z490-Plus supports AMD two-way CrossFireX technology, employing the ROG SupremeFX S1220 8-channel HD audio codec. The TUF Gaming Z490-Plus can support audio with higher fidelity than conventional controllers. Audio can also be output using the combined 5 3.5mm audio outputs or optical PDIF output. The Asus ROG X570 Crosshair 8 Hero provides you all the expandability and overclocking possibilities of a high-end AM4 motherboard, but without a cost that ultimately clears your bank account. It still takes a pretty penny at $380, but it's well worth the investment if you mean to take benefit of the untapped potential of your Ryzen-based system. Recognition of its modern X570 chipset supports a much more comprehensive range of dual-channel DDR4 memory and PCIe 4.0 SSDs and GPUs. The light show you'll be able to create on this part is also quite the spectacle to behold, even if it isn't quite bright as the Gigabyte X570 Aorus Extreme. The Mobo is a hard-hitting performer. The X570 chipset sets the groundwork for your components, beginning with the AM4 socket, made for AMD's Ryzen brand processors. With 8 SATA 3, 2 M.2 NVMe, and 4 dual-channel DDR4 memory slots, you can experience fast loading times and enhanced multitasking abilities. 1 PCIe 3.0x16 and 2 PCIe 4.0x16 slots are open for graphics and utility cards. If you wish to create a system using multiple graphics cards, you can use NVIDIA's two-way SLI feature and AMD two-way and three-way CrossFireX technology for improved graphic performance. If you want a motherboard that's going to be ready for just about anything, you may want to drive at it with Team Red, then you'll need the MSI MEG X570 Godlike. This eATX motherboard takes complete advantage of the elongated room and is equipped to house your most powerful systems. The motherboard can manage some serious power delivery to the CPU for overclocking recognition to dual 8-pin connectors, giving loads of juice to a 14 plus 4-phase power delivery system with an exceptional VRM design. That CPU overclocking potential can pair perfectly with the memory overclocking. The MSI MEG X570 Godlike also goes all in on expansions. It highlights 4 full-length PCIe 4.0x16 slots, albeit with shared PCIe lanes among the first 3 and 4 lanes for the 4th slot. MSI is likely assuming you'll want to use 1 or 2 of these for extended storage and networking abilities, as this premium package incorporates a 10GB networking card and an M.2 Expander Z Gen 4 add-in card. Combine that Expander Z with the 3 M.2 SSD slots mounted onto the motherboard itself, and you'll be seeing some monstrous storage potential for up to 5 M.2 drives operating at full PCIe 4.0x4 speeds. It's no wonder this motherboard is over $600, but this beast will satisfy all your needs if you are paying that kind of money. The sparse back panel and lacking OLED displays will tell you we're back into the regular motherboard area again. The rarefied air of the ultra-enthusiast ROG board up top may make one dizzy, but the Z490 Gaming Carbon will bring us back down to earth without a crash. Certainly, you're never going to get the same level of extravagance feature list as you'll find with either the Maximus 12 or MSI's own godlike boards. But when it gets to the nuts and bolts of real performance, it's right up there. Where it matters, and the gaming performance stakes, there's almost nothing among any of the Z490 boards we've examined, and it's only ever a little behind when it comes to the real CPU performance and potency apps. When it comes to overclocking though, the MPG Z490 Gaming Carbon Wi-Fi unavoidably can't compare to the big boys, with our 10900K operating at its peak. The power componentry and cooling aren't sufficient to stop the thirsty CPU from throttling when it's bootlegged to its 5.3 GHz all-core maximum. But while that may mean it's not the board you'd prefer for an overclocked i9 machine, that's a tiny niche of gamers, and for either i5 or i7 CPUs, the MSI Gaming Carbon is yet a quality home for your Comet Lake CPU. You don't want to operate your high-performance Intel processor on just any motherboard, and the Gigabyte Z490 Aorus Master ticks every box of what you should require from an enthusiast board. This Z490 motherboard gives up 3 PCIe x 16 slots, allowing you to fit a ton of add-ins cards. That'll easily let you operate multi-GPU setups with either NVIDIA SLI or AMD Crossfire. You won't miss out on active storage either, as the board owns 3 M.2 slots for PCIe 3.0x4 SSDs. Even better, this board gives a modicum of future readiness as several of its PCIe slots are PCIe 4.0 ready, so they can efficiently double their bandwidth when paired with a future Intel processor that supports the standard. You also get loads of high-speed connectivity. You'll notice a smattering of USB ports, support for Thunderbolt add-in cards, and even a 2.5 gigabit LAN port to manage modern networking speeds. This board also has built-in Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.0 connectivity. The USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type-A and Type-C ports enable you to transfer data from cooperative peripherals at up to 10 gigabits per second. Other specialties include a fast 2.5 gigabit Ethernet port, built-in 802.11 AC Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth connectivity. The Z490 Aorus Master also pairs the Realtek ALC1220VB audio codec with the ESS Sabre DAC chip to produce deep and immersive DTS:X Ultra 7.1 channel surround sound. You can customize your computing experience utilizing the addressable RGB headers to connect light strips, which can be synced with other Gigabyte RGB Fusion 2.0 compatible peripherals, such as mice and keyboards utilizing the desktop software or mobile app. Windows 10 64-bit is needed to take benefit of all the motherboard's features.
Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, then hit the like button and subscribe to our channel if you loved it. Take a moment to hit the bell icon so you'll get notified of all our new latest uploads.